If you are a single mom, this video is for you. And especially for you if you married two guys who ended up in prison. That was oddly specific. But here we go. I even made cards with some drawings on them. I'm not going to say a bunch of bullshit cliche stuff like, you're not broken. But hey, that's a really good one. So, you're not broken. I get so tired of people saying that you're broken or that you have a broken home. Just because you're a single mom, just because you're not together with your partner or your spouse anymore, does not mean that it's a broken home or that you're in any sort of a disadvantaged situation. I'm so fucking tired about the narrative that kids who are raised in single parent families are at a disadvantage. I don't know your situation, but in my case, my kids were at a huge disadvantage being in a home with a mother who just loves them to pieces and is providing the best possible, and the best possible is relative depending on what your situation is and what you're able to provide. That does not mean material things. Love is the most important thing. So even if you're getting by on top ramen and peanut butter and jelly, and your kids are surrounded by your love, that is the most important thing. I remember having a conversation with one person one time, and I was just telling her that I felt so like I really wanted to be able to give I forget if it was a birthday party or whatever the case was. I don't know why I'm feeling so rushed. Okay, calm down. Sometimes we just need to take a deep breath, right? Okay. I was feeling like I was not able to provide the kind of birthday party or something like that I really wanted to for my kids. And I had this sensitivity. I had a lot of mom guilt that I was not able to provide what other kids who had two parents and two working parents, because I didn't get any child support. It was completely me financially to provide. And for a long time, I was on the system and I was, in the food pantry lines, and I was selling plasma to be able to get groceries and Christmas gifts and things like that. And that isn't my story anymore, which is part of one of the things that I'm going to get to you. But it was really tough. And so I was saying something to somebody about how I just hope that my kids wouldn't be on their therapy list someday, that their mom couldn't provide the kind of birthday party that other kids were getting. And this lady said to me, "Are you kidding me?" She was like, "My parents gave me all the gifts, big Christmas gifts, expensive gifts. They took us on all the vacations, but they really didn't, the love wasn't there. The quality time wasn't there." She's like, "What your kids are getting is the most important thing. What I wouldn't give to trade for what your kids are getting." So just want to let you know, you're not broken. It's not a disadvantage. You're fine. Number 2, the second thing, I'm going to share 6 things. I only had 3 cards, so I had to write on both sides. So do you see that I drew this? I even drew this little, this is my version of a broken heart. You are not broken. Okay. Number 2, this was a big one for me. What it says is, stop holding yourself accountable for what you didn't know at the time and for who you were back then. Don't do it. You did the best that you could with who you were at the time, the support that you had at the time. I keep looking at the wrong area. The support you had, the knowledge that you had, the information that you had, the money that you had, the resources that you had, all of the things combined is what you had to make the decisions that you made. So don't hold yourself accountable for what you didn't know or for who you were at the time. Oh, and that's my little stop sign. Did you see my little stop sign that I drew there? Okay. Number 3, life can and does get so much better if. There's a big if to this, because some people decide to just stay a victim. I realize that oftentimes there are victims involved in these situations, but you just don't have to stay and dwell there. I made an intentional choice to not let that be the end of my story. I chose to intentionally focus on my mindset, my personal development. I was listening to podcasts constantly. I went to therapy. There were so many different things that I did to change the direction and the trajectory of my life. So I didn't take my situation as this is what it's always going to be. It was like, nope. I want a different story, and so I have to do something different. I chose to be something different. I chose to step into a completely different identity. There's a whole long story on this that I could tell you, but please, please, please know that things can and do get better if you make the intentional effort. It is effort, but it is, oh my God, is it so worth the effort? Number 4, this is an unconventional one. Your soul is a fucking badass. Okay. Why do I say that? I don't know what your personal views or beliefs are, but I believe that our souls came here to have an experience. And so if your soul went through a lot of shit and trauma and drama, then what that means, at least that's what I understand for myself, is that means that my soul is a fucking badass. My soul chose to come here to explore and experience themes that were just yuck. You know what I mean? And at the same time, it's like there's a higher knowing. There's this higher mind that just knows that it's all going to be for some sort of a purpose, even if it doesn't make sense at the time. Everything that I've navigated has served a purpose. I won't go into too much on that right now, but I just want you to know that whenever you're going through something like really tough, it can be really helpful to just remind yourself that your soul is a fucking badass. Doesn't have to be any more said than that. For number 5, we have, oh, by the way, on the soul is a fucking badass. That was my version of the emoji where you're looking like the cool dude with the glasses. That's what that one is. Okay, so number 5, I don't know if you can see it, but number 5, that's my version of a bicep because you're strong. This one says you are way, you know me, I like to talk kind of funny. You are way stronger than you give yourself credit for. I don't know about you, but I had times where I was just in the shower, just bawling my eyes out, and in the shower so that the kids wouldn't know that I was crying, and where I would be crying so hard that it would literally feel like my insides were going to become my outsides. There were a lot of times where I felt like, God, you just picked the wrong person, the wrong name out of the hat for this trial, because I am not strong enough for this. And yet somehow, some way, I am standing or sitting in my car before you today. I got on the other side of it, even though I did not see a way out. I went through a terrible depression for years. I was going to therapy, medications, all that kind of stuff, and had even contemplated, some really dark thoughts. I had a lot of really dark thoughts. So you're not alone if that's something that you're experiencing. I had completely given up on myself. I had gotten up to almost 300 pounds. I mean, it was just a whole thing. But I'm sitting here today. I'm just, life is so good. It can get so good. So I hope that this encourages you. I have one more for you. This one I feel like is really, really key. And this one says, nothing is wasted, not even pain. This is my little version of a trash can, a waste receptacle. This one can be a little bit disturbing to some people because if you're in it, it can feel like, what do you mean? We would prefer not to go through pain. But when I say that nothing is wasted, not even pain, the reason why I say that is because every single thing that I have been through has given me more empathy, more compassion, more understanding. I can relate to so many people now and have so much compassion and grace and empathy and understanding for people because I've lost a child late in pregnancy. I have been the single mom. I've been married and divorced twice, both with very traumatic circumstances. I've been through the gaslighting and the manipulation and all of those kinds of things. I've had the childhood trauma, and all of that has made me be this person who just holds so much love for people and so much of a desire to be able to take other people's hand and, bring them along and to be able to give them hope and encouragement. So I hope that even if you can't see it right yet, the things that you have been through or maybe are going through do stack up. I see them as all little tools in my toolbox that I can use to be able to help encourage and uplift someone else. And they've also served to make me, I am such a badass. You're such a badass. You're someone who is stronger and more invincible. I have a thicker skin because of everything that I've been through. I've been through people talking shit about my back I'm not even saying it right, but making up rumors. And I've been the subject of scandal. And people have said all sorts of shit online about me. I've definitely been through all of the financial stuff of bankruptcy and foreclosure and all sorts of shit. So if anybody could relate to probably most things, it would be me. So I'm going to keep this as short as I can, but I just want to send you so much love because it is not an easy task raising kids, being a parent, but I see you, I feel you, and I hope that this message gives you a little bit of a exhale breath of oxygen, whatever you want to call it, knowing that you are not alone. There's someone out there who has been there and is sending you a big, I don't know how to do this. How do the kids do this? These heart things. Sending you a big heart and so much love. Hang in there. I love you.